the fourth installment in Netflix adaptation of Marvel's street-level heroes. Following Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage, Iron Fist revolves around Danny Rand returning to New York City after 15 years of training with warrior monks in another dimension. He was granted the power of the Iron Fist. Throughout the story, we begin to understand more of what that actually means. This is a story of self-discovery for Danny as he struggles between his duties as the Iron Fist and returning to the company which bears his name. So let's tackle the casting first. For the most part, I believe that everyone was well cast and delivered pretty good performances. I especially enjoyed David Wenham's performance as the deranged, resurrected father in hiding. Tom Pelphrey, I believe is how you say his name. He played a struggling son, and he really grew on me throughout the show. At first, he came off as one-dimensional, but he quickly developed as a character, and I really enjoyed him. And of course, I like Jessica Henwick as Colleen Wing. She really stole the show for me and kept me watching. She delivered a great performance. For the most part, it overshadowed the title character of Iron Fist. Finn Jones as the main character of Iron Fist was hit or miss for me at times. I'm not really sure if it was due to some of the dialogue or cheesy lines that he had to deliver. Maybe it was just the fact that he didn't look like he spent 15 years training to be the ultimate warrior. I mean, look at this guy. He looked more like a hippie that spent 15 years stuck in the 70s. Unfortunately for me, I rarely bought him as the Iron Fist. I could tell that Jones was trying to portray the internal fight the character was feeling throughout the show, but it seemed like a struggle at times and not in the way that they were really going for. Really, what it came off as is this was less like a warrior struggling to find his purpose and more like a whiny child unsure of his destiny. It hit a little too close to Hayden Christensen's portrayal of Anakin Skywalker for me. Jones was serviceable, I guess, at best, but in my mind, he was really the miscast and kind of what kept this show from being as great as it could have been. The choreography was okay, nothing to really write home about. Daredevil set the bar amazingly high with its single-track fight scenes, very unique and visceral. Iron Fist, on the other hand, felt more like a Mortal Kombat or a Power Rangers movie at times. Very much a 90s martial arts take on the action for me. I never felt much urgency. It's really not as good as what we have previously seen from Netflix, other Marvel shows. I really wish they would have done a better job of showing how truly amazing Iron Fist is in a fight, but too many times he was getting hit by random thugs I felt that he should have easily been able to take out, but he didn't. I really felt that the choreography compromised the character at times. They just wanted to have an awesome fight scene and they didn't really make me feel like Iron Fist could actually kick these guys' butts. I think the pacing was done fairly well, much more consistent than Cage or Jones, so that gives Iron Fist more of a binge-watching feel to it. The overarching story doesn't really change much. There are a few twists and surprises that alter it from its predetermined path. After the first 5 episodes, it finally settled into its groove and kind of kept going all the way. Not much in the way of special effects, which I wish I could have gotten to see more of. Iron Fist has more in common with Doctor Strange in many regards, so delving more into the meditation and magical origins of Iron Fist was a real missed opportunity in my mind. The Iron Fist itself looks pretty lame. At times it just looks like he's holding a glow stick or something. I don't know what they were going for with it. I wish they would have done something closer to the comics, give it an aura of magic, a mysteriousness, some awe to it, something more eye-catching. It may seem like I'm ragging on this show, but that's just not the case. I'm just telling you what was missed opportunities about it. There's plenty to enjoy in Iron Fist, but it's just really hard to live up to the Netflix shows that have come before. Daredevil paved the way, delivering an amazing adaptation that improved even more as it entered its second season. Luke Cage really set up a believable atmosphere with some great twists and turns. Its hero had charisma. Jessica Jones had a lot of issues for me, but it did deliver one of the greatest Marvel villains to date with David Tennant as the Purple Man. Oftentimes, the heroes can only be as good as their villains. Villains need to be as interesting to watch as the heroes. Iron Fist villains are pretty forgettable, honestly, and hard to pinpoint at times. Iron Fist simply is not as good as Daredevil or Luke Cage, but as I said, it's more consistent and enjoyable than Jessica Jones for me, anyway. And I love Colleen Wing in this. I think it's a mishmash of weak dialogue, some underwhelming choreography, some wasted opportunities, and the possible miscast for Iron Fist that kept it from being as amazing as it should have been. Even still, it does do a good job of introducing some new characters in Iron Fist and Colleen Wing as we enter the team up of the Defenders, which I look forward to checking out greatly. In the end, I'm gonna go ahead and give Iron Fist 6.5 dragons out of 10. If you like this review and you want to see more, please subscribe and like, or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm Geek Truth 64, and I will always tell you the truth.